Most Bitcoin holders spend years preparing for bear market. They prepare for volatility. They prepare for negative headlines. They prepare for fear, but very, very, very few people prepare for what historically has caused more damage than any bear market ever could. And that is a bad decision, guys. So right now, we are in a point I have been saying repeatedly times in my channel where you need to take that decision. I took that decision already, and you need to take the decision now. Either you buy here or you buy when we're going up. In this video, we're going to talk exactly the areas where to buy Bitcoin because we're already in that zone, guys. Either you buy it in the 60 or a little bit below. It doesn't really matter, but this is a important moment to start accumulating again. This gonna pay really, really well in the next years to come. So I'm gonna start first with the weekly because it's something I mentioned before already. I say to you to pay attention to the weekly because I don't see any volume of buying, and also we were forming all this bearish divergence, which is really, really clear right now. The time is running out. I mean, we still could have a little bit hope and expecting that we're going to make a second valid that could happen, but that's why it's so important to be tracking the Bitcoin price in the weekly and the daily to have a better picture of what actually going to happen next. I'm going to start first with this, and also I want to go back to a video I made at the time already. That was like 2 weeks ago. Actually, I was saying to you to pay attention to that in the weekly. Let me play this out like that and follow it, because if we just gonna put like this. See, you're gonna make. That being said, it is very important to have something like that and follow it, because if we're gonna make, I was telling you all the time, we need to be cautious because maybe we're gonna make just small green values just because the trend we don't see over here. But that change we're gonna see in the small time frames, which will be the daily and the 4 hour chart. There you have, guys. There you have. If you want to know more about what I was saying, then just go and this is a video from the 2 weeks ago. So I was saying to pay attention on that because there was no volume. The fear was always really high. There was nothing really moving the Bitcoin price, and now we see it still. The time is already passing, and that is a little bit concerning. And I mentioned as well that something I didn't want it to see, but probably we will do, is something like this. The Bitcoin price is gonna go to the downside. Let me draw it here in a better. We're going to go something like this, which can form this bullish diversion. We will have some red values somehow, and then we will see something like this. This is something potentially can happen in the weekly. And after that, we're going to go, we're going to start going up, or we're just going to consolidate over there, freaking out everybody. And then little by little, we're going to start going up and up and up, because the Q4 of this year is the moment where we're going to find a bottom. We're going to find a bottom. What exactly the price target? I'm going to tell you right now, not exactly the price target, but more or less where you should keeping an eye, because I do think, I have the same repeatedly time. You see how we're holding over here, but we should expect something like this. And the worst case scenario, I don't really see going there, will be around the 47, 43K. I mean, that's the really, really high support. But I do expect that we will go first to the 55, 50 and the 47 more or less. But let's see by the time when we go in there, how much progress already the orange line had. If you are a little bit lost, if you're new to my channel and you want to have the indicators exactly as I haven't, just go to the description below after this video, this important video, and from there you can have all my indicators, all what I use, my strategy completely for free. So that being said, guys, this is a really, really important moment to start stepping into Bitcoin, because many people are just scared, and you can see over here, I mean, we can continue going down. We have been in 7 and 5% of stream fear. And there is where we want to buy. Even if this is a little bit, just one indicator, and it's really silly, but it's so important. Silly, I meant because it's so simple. And it's not silly, it's just simple. But this actually say the motion of the market, the motion of the people. And people are so emotional, they never learn about it. And that's a big advantage for us. So keep an eye on these ones, because I do think we're still gonna continue going down. If we're going down, that's perfect for all guys, because we want to make as much as profit as we can. So now let me go to the daily, because it's something critical right now. I mean, we see how we stop over here. We went a little up where we still don't reach the orange line. We're still below and we start going down already. I was telling you before in my last video about, we're going to jump into that in the futures, how 73 would be point of control, the area to enter to a trade. But depending how we go there is something that we always need to pay attention, because the daily was running out the time, but the Fortuna line it still wasn't this territory of strength. We were without strength all this area over here, but now we start seeing how we're bending to the upside direction, and now it's don't gonna be good for the Bitcoin price. So what I want to see is how the price develop in the next days until Monday. If we're still around this area, I do think that we may go and reach again a little bit below, but for how it looks right now, the Fortuna line. But if we're still around this area, it's going to be an important moment to step out, because what we want to see already is starting going up. Just keep this in mind for the next weeks to come. We potentially going to continue going down, and that play out exactly with the weekly, as I'm saying right now, seeing the changes. We either gonna go below here, or we first gonna consolidate, but the time is already running out, guys. So it's a little bit concerning, but it's at the same time it's enjoyable to see that, because this is what we wanted. We didn't want it to buy here. I say many times in October the 6th when we were 120, I did 120, yeah. We even reached 126, and I was saying I ain't selling, guys. I'm selling, and start selling around 120, 115. And congratulations to you if you followed out. Now, even if we buy right now here at 60s, we doubled already our Bitcoin. So that is what you want to do in every bear market. You don't want to be putting in coins that are gonna fail. Later, I'm gonna be talking about some icons in the next weeks, because there are some that have big potential. And as you know, I do think that the altcoins next bull market, probably we're gonna have a big icon season. Nobody's expecting that. Everybody's capitulating, everybody's saying and that's why I think as well, because many people are thinking that the icons are completely dead. They're never gonna come back here, and they're just a scam. With most of them, they are. But the sentiment is so aggressive against the altcoins that saying that the market would love to smash the faces of all those people, and that's what normally happens, guys. So I hope that you have clarities. Just jumping a little bit from Bitcoin and the weekly and the daily, and now the 4 hours. Let me see really quick. And this is what I'm saying. The time is already. I mean, it's already developed. We potentially can go a little bit up, but why I'm not super bullish right now is because the daily and the weekly, exactly what I say to you, the daily and the weekly, the volume as well, you know, we can switch in any moment. And we are below the orange line. That's why just keep that on mind. Be a little bit careful right now with any trade. In any case, always use the stop loss. Always use it. Now, I want to jump a little bit to something really concerning, because EU wants internet by passport. This is really concerning, because we're talking about these Western countries that they all the time have been criticizing all the other countries, no? How totalitarian they are, how many dictators, whatever country, El Salvador or whatever, China as well. And it's so bizarre to see that they actually doing what the other country they have been blaming, they have not done, and they doing all this. They plan to block VPNs as well to enforce it. The new age verification system cannot bypass the VPN. The plan is to 30 billion. Yeah, exactly. And this always, guys, this always gonna be because the childs, because we're gonna protect your children and all this. But at the end, it's just BS, because there's many different ways they can do it, and they want fully control. They don't like the people gathering in internet, and they think and they open their mind like we're doing right now. So just be really careful if you're in the EU, because this is going to come at any moment. How they're going to do it, let's see if they're going to really apply it. I was reading in another post that they want to apply that they want to force it for 2027. The same of the Bitcoins as well, Bitcoin transaction. They want to put a ID to every wallet. Let's see how that works, guys. But that's why we need well, we need to get out of the EU if you are in the EU, or we need as well ZCASH. There we go. ZCASH right now is not looking so nice. Let me see. Can I remove all this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if we go down, it's gonna be nice. I do think we're gonna go and retest this 200. We don't have any strength. We have a lower low forming over here. We have this bearish diversion in the weekly. Aligns with Bitcoin going down as well. It's gonna go a little bit down, I do think. Maybe I'm wrong, but the high probability I see right now in the market is that for the next weeks and months to come. And if ZCASH do that, we're gonna have a big opportunity here. Right here's a big support, and this is gonna be an important role because I do think in the next years there's gonna be a lot of eyes into privacy coins, and ZCASH is one of them at the mainline, or the real one, I would say. Even if recently there were some concerns about they could be hacked and everything, I mean, they fixed it really quick. Nothing happened to them, and they were really communicating, which is really nice to see how active they were. And yeah, with all what is happening in EU, this is gonna be massive, guys. This is gonna be massive. And I just think they have a big potential. You see, I don't think that we're going to continue like this because EU, especially maybe they're buying as well as ZCASH. You know, maybe I mean, they're not too smart to know about it. Politics, they have a really low QA. But yeah, let me know, what do you think? Do you think that are they pumping this? Do they own ZCASH and then pumping? Because with this stupid regulation, guys, this gonna pop. So just let's wait until we hear. I can try to update that. That's why I put it. I'm gonna put it next to Bitcoin. Let's try to keep an eye on it. Once we hear, it's gonna be a massive. Let's see how the time passes as well. The red value, once we are in this area, I'm gonna come and say to you is the moment I step in, because I do think that we have a big potential for the next bull market in these privacy coins for all what we're seeing, because all the bizarre things they're planning right now, they are for 2027, 2028, which is going to be a massive bull run for privacy coins. That's what I think. Let me know what do you think about it. Do you think that privacy coins are just BF because they're also removing from exchange? Do you think they're going to disappear, or they're here to stay and we can find a way to do transactions in a private way? So as you can see, it's still a little bit not that well from my throat. So I think I'm going to finish the video right now, guys. Start to hurt again. But I hope that you like this video. You have a little bit more idea of which decision to take towards Bitcoin. Let me know if you think that it's cheap, that this is too expensive, 70, 60, 62K. But I do think that the opportunity, and I have been saying for the last weeks, guys, the opportunity of having a freaking cheap Bitcoin is right here. Right here. This is the best area. It doesn't matter 60, 50, 40. If we go below 60, we buy even harder. And believe me, in the next years to come, you're going to be so grateful of profit for the decision you took, because this is no financial advice. Even though, hopefully, you took a good decision over here when I was saying that I'm selling. Because we were breaking the pattern. In October the 6th, guys, we sold like 115, 120. Let me know which in which area do you sold with me as well, because if you did, this is why we sold, because we want to put massive amount of money over here, guys. So let me know in the commentary below if you jump into that, because we're gonna have a good years ahead, guys. Don't forget to save in Bitcoin, subscribe to the channel, smash that like, and see you next week. Ciao.